Hello YouTube, my name is Plazookas, and today's video is going to be on Astra Knights of Veda, and this is a follow-up to my other video about gacha and content creators. And let me just say that I support free-to-play games. And talking about Astra Knights of Veda, I think I've spent anywhere between 60 to 120. I don't even know the math. Like I don't know exactly how much I've spent. It's between that. And this is how much time I've actually played the game. And that's just not completely accurate. But if you can see it there, it says 198 hours. I played some on my phone, but more exclusively on Steam, just because of how it works on the phone. It kind of like heats up. It's like a heat sink, so I don't really push it too much. But I would say on average, I've probably spent 15 to 20 hours on the phone. So about 220 hours total. That's just one example of, a game, of a gacha game that I'm spending time in. I've only spent, $60 to $120 on here. Most games don't last more than 30 hours. Some games only last 5. Others obviously are longer, 60 to 100. Those are usually $70, but for me, I think those are relatively cheap and they need to go up in price. I think video game should be exclusionary. I think that would then increase the amount of respect and reverence that you have for a video game. Being so cheap now that people just discard them left and right for just being a product and not an artistic expression of multiple people that are working hard to produce a product just like you would at your specific job. You don't want people coming into your job and disrespecting you. And yet, a lot of people that play video games do disrespect it. But let me get on point about the video. Today's video is going to be on the banners for Astra Knights of Veda. Now, we just had the previous banner that was up, the Aurora Banner, which was the light character, archer, shortbow character, and I have her on my account. I can showcase her real quick. She just got removed from the shop, right? But she also had a 4-star character on her banner called Elias. This gentleman here. As far as I can tell, and there could be some clerical and some errors within this game as far as updating some of the banners and stuff like that, because I think it is a smaller style company. Not that this is an excuse, or not that they shouldn't do this, because they should cross their T's and dot their I's, especially in Gacha. This character, Elias, was on that banner. Now, after he left, which happened, at 2 a.m. Eastern time, whatever time that is equivalent to you, it appears as though that character is no longer available in the other banners, right? And this is the same for the 5 stars. 5 stars leave, they don't come back. They're basically limited, much in the same vein as Honkai, as Genshin Impact, and potentially Withering Waves in the future. 4 stars, I do not believe share that same system in Honkai and Genshin, but I could be wrong. And if they do, then obviously, I just want to make a note and tell my viewers that Elias is not available anymore. And because of that, I think even if you don't pull for Neck, the new character that just got released on the banner for Astra Knights of Veda, Emile is another 4-star that is exclusive to this banner, will most likely not be available after this banner leaves in 27 days. I've went down here. I've looked for Elias. I could not find Elias. All the casted characters are here that we know from the standard banner. I went down to even the 4 stars can actually appear on the weapon banners. I don't know if anybody knows that. I went here. There is no Elias here. And then this one here, just to cross check to make sure that we're doing our due diligence. Like I said, this could be a clerical error. They could amend this. It could have been a mistake. Because it was the only 4-star character that we have that's been exclusive to the banner that I know of. There's no Elias there. And then lastly, that was a standard banner. So that's it. And I don't find Elias. I only got one copy of him. It took me a long time just to even get a copy of him because you don't like there's no I think there's a higher probability to get him, but it doesn't mean that you will. I've gotten the weapon 4 stars. I've got another character 4 stars. So I'm glad I did get him, and I barely got him at that. I got him a few hours before the banner changed. So I'm going to be pulling on this new banner. You know, at the very least, even if I don't get Neck, I'm going to get Emile. 4-star characters in this game appear to be very important because they provide a bit of depth for your character roster. And for doing towers and some of the PvP stuff, you're going to need more than just 2 or 3 characters. You're going to need an additional character to power up. And then not only that, but the elemental advantages are important. And there's only so many elements currently in the game that every element that we do get that's new, and we're lacking some, admittedly. We're lacking earth, we're lacking blood. So we're going to need new characters that have those specific elements, hopefully soon. I don't know why they're giving us another water unit when we just had Ellen, but not everybody pulled for Ellen, which is this character. Which obviously has 4 stars, but they're not exclusive. But Emile is. So I wanted to do this as a public service announcement and tell you that Emile is essentially going to be exclusive, and that when she leaves, she probably won't be around until they do another rotation of her. And then also Elias, which I've never even tested Elias, but from what I hear and what I saw from him as a kid initially was pretty good. Now, let me just go over, before we end the video, I'm not doing any polls or anything like that, like some other content creators do. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Let me just go here. I'm just going to show you, just so you know, maybe this got refreshed, so that's not going to actually indicate. I bought this, okay? I've bought this package. I never found the value in that package. And then I went here. I think I've bought some of these double up ones. So I've been very sporadic and very specific on what I wanted to buy here. I bought a few of these. I think I bought 1 or 2 of these. I've bought these got refreshed, but before they were refreshed, I bought 2 steps of these. I think I probably spent $60 now that I look at the purchases that I've made. A lot of them got refreshed. I'm most likely going to buy this again, buy the $5.99 ones. Those are really good value in my opinion. Like these 2 right here for $7, $14 total. It's a good value. This $5 one is a good value. I don't know what the equivalent is for gems, but probably not as good, especially if you haven't actually purchased the bonus ones here. These are always good. These ones that give you extra for the initial bonus purchase for the first time, those are always good. Just remember that these refresh tomorrow, so if you've already used them, they're going to be available to purchase again tomorrow. That's an important public service announcement. And so, yeah, I'm a big, firm believer if you play free-to-play games, especially like me, that's 200 hours into a game, you should support them. Because guess what? If we don't, they don't exist. And it doesn't mean that you need to spend all the money. And if you have a problem, you shouldn't play Gacha. You shouldn't play video games. You should just, unfortunately, live a very sheltered life because in the age of hyper-capitalism, everybody's trying to get your money. And therefore, you can look at it like, well, if I'm going to give my money to anything, I might as well give it to something I enjoy. As long as it's not destructive and unhealthy, which it can be admittedly, then maybe video games is the right alternative rather than other forms of illicit activities. At least this is legal, and at least it doesn't hurt anybody but yourself, potentially. But that's enough about this video. My name is Plazuka. If you like this content, like, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.